Yeah, what an amazing organization that we're going to be raising money for coming up in just a couple of days, Michelle. We have a couple of very special guests joining us in studio right now. We have Angela Hilbert, as she's the executive director, and Kathy Belmont, the board member of the Susan G. Komen Greater Iowa organization here in town. First of all, great to see you.
Yeah.
And we have a very special event coming up Thursday. Tell everybody about it.
We do. So we're hosting our second annual Keeping Promises event. It is a forum moderated, and we have two amazing researchers coming in to talk to us about what it really means to have cancer and how to live with that, and to help fight that fight and the research behind making sure we can end breast cancer.
And the name Keeping Promises, explain the name for us, please.
Keeping Promises is based on the sister. So Nancy Brinkner and Susan G. Komen was her sister, and it was the promise made between two sisters to say, we will not let this fight win. It did take Susan G. Komen's life and Nancy's fight, and Komen's fight has been to forever not have to have that conversation. And Kathy unfortunately lost her sister to breast cancer, and here's a board member to keep that promise going for her sister as well.
So that really does have a special meaning.
Yeah, talk about the importance of events like this and sharing that information and how beneficial it is to everybody involved.
Yeah, I think when my sister told me 3 years ago this week that she had cancer, I literally thought it was cancer light. You know, she said, we've caught it early, you know, it's going to be good. We're going to fight, and she made a commitment to fight. And it didn't turn out that way. She fought for 18 months and lost the battle. It's just so important, I think, for people to understand that this is an ongoing struggle, an ongoing battle for people. We have survivors that are very active with Susan G. Komen, and we want to find more research that helps to diagnose early, to make sure that people can be cared for well while they're fighting that battle. There's just so much more to be done, and I think that shocked me as the sister of someone going through that it wasn't, it's not just an easily curable disease that maybe we are led to believe that it is now. There's so much more to be done.
Can you share a little bit just about what some of the things that they'll be learning at your event
You
this
bet.
week?
So Dr. Welch is coming, and he is one of Komen's scholars. So there's 240 studies going on throughout Komen internationally right now, and so he'll be talking about how the cells travel and metastasize.
Okay, this is Danny Welch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Dr.
And
Welch.
he's from what, University of Kansas?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So he'll be coming and sharing his thoughts on the actual research he's doing, and how, you know, every significant change and study they can do, and how it ultimately will help us find a cure. And so he'll be sharing his thoughts there. And then we have Dr. Shaw, who's here at local Des Moines from Broadlawns.
Over at Broadlawns, yeah.
Yes, amazing individual. They'll be coming and talk about how it is. So as Kathy shared her family and the challenge, and what do you do to help fight that fight.
And it looks like a really intimate setting there too, so you're really going to have a chance to get to know these people then too, aren't you?
Yes, it'll be a moderated session, and then opportunity for Q&A, and from the last time, there's a chance for people to visit afterwards. Again, research, Komen's whole purpose is to fund locally and to fund research to find a cure. And here we have a chance to have that one-on-one conversation with somebody who's taking those dollars, really making an impact, and hopefully helping to ultimately find a cure for cancer.
So for the people that want to attend this event and learn more, are there still tables available? Can they get tickets? Kind of what's that process for people?
So we still have a few tickets available. They can go on out to our website, or they can always just give us a buzz or reach out at info@Komen Greater Iowa.
Yeah,
We'd love to have you join us.
Tell everybody where it's going to be at the Temple for the Performing Arts,
Temple
right?
Performing Arts, 5:30, and then dinner at 6:30, and program and session to follow.
So the dinner is included too.
Dinner is included.
Now, you've been involved, with this organization for a relatively short period of time, and I know it's very important to what you are doing. How have you seen things change in just a limited time that you've been there?
You bet. I would say, again, cancer impacts all of us, and what we do every day. So if it's Dr. Welsh, if it's Kathy sharing her story, it is about preventing as much as we can, promoting early detection, and really sharing that story. I have my own personal story of a cancer diagnosis in my family since joining. So
really? Now, how did that affect you since you were part of the organization now?
It's one of those things you go, gosh, is this part of the journey we're supposed to be on? And I think it's that battle cry that's within that we all have, and it really is, how do we educate, how do we inform, how do we help when we're living with cancer. That's what's going on in my family. That's what goes on in so many people's families. So we're here to help, we're here to support, and how do we help make that an easier battle, because it's a battle that we all want to win.
I'm just trying to think if there's any family that, that we know that has not been affected by cancer
That's so true.
in one way, shape, or form, too. And one of the things you're talking about, the local impact that the money's raised here, do we have any percentages of how much money stay local?
Yep, so 75% of our dollars stay local, and then 25% goes to that national research.
Which we need to do because we got this big base.
Yes.
And everything is being shared, isn't it?
Yes, yes. So again, all that unification of knowledge and information, ultimately everybody's doing this because they want to find a cure. They want to make life better. Nobody wants to hear those words. And to have that diagnosis come to their family or their friends. So anything we can do, the dollars, the volunteers, everything makes a difference.
What are some of the other resources that are available to people, aside from the event you guys are having this Thursday, that they can take advantage of to learn more and find out, how to get that support that they're needed and the knowledge?
You bet. So we have grants throughout the entire state. Komen Greater Iowa has 106 counties, so all of Iowa and then surrounding counties in Nebraska and Illinois. So there's different programs. Some of those specifics are working towards those really high-risk areas. So individuals of Hispanic or Latino descent, 40% of African American women have a higher diagnosis, and so those are some of the areas that we do grants with our community partners to help, again, raise that education, help opportunities to have screenings. Last year in those screenings that we did, we had 47 different cancers come to the table because of the research and the programs that we provided. So it is making a difference here within the state. So thankfully for those partners and community providers, we are able to do that. So it is making a difference.
Wow. So Kathy, I'm sure it's gratifying to see some of these advancements and see some of these folks that have been diagnosed and get them the treatment earlier. I'm sure you can feel that, personally.
Debbie was diagnosed early, and 18 months later she was gone. So that battle was hard, and I don't want to see anybody else go through that. If we could prevent that from happening to anyone else, that's what we're after.
That's the whole idea. That's the whole goal of this. And also to share the breakthroughs in research that have been accomplished here since a year ago from when this happened. Now, you have a halfway decent host, we understand.
Yes.
Is it going to be on hand, too? What do you hear? Who's going to be there, Michelle?
I wonder who that is. Huh?
Maxwell Schaefer, yeah. So Maxwell does a great job, everything he does. So have a chance to see Max, too, and do that. Now, people want to get more information. You do have some seats available.
Few seats available.
How can we get those leftover seats? Not leftover, but remaining seats.
Remaining seats.
Remaining
they can
seats.
reach out to us on our website at Komen Greater Iowa or at our email at info@Komen Greater Iowa. That'll come right to me. Be happy to have you join us. Love to see you.
There it is. Wonderful. Well, thank you both for coming in.
House.
We appreciate it. I think you will have a full house.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for being here.